So y'all already know, you know what I'm saying, how East Coast striping the paint get down. We are here at the City Hall. We just had a meeting for probably about 2 hours. I had a whole speech that I did not get to give, but I got a chance to get my point across to let the City Hall know that East Coast striping and painting has been overlooked, but claimed to be looked out for. So we're gonna see how far this go and where this go at with this here. They must be exposed, every last one of them. And it take the heart of Tellisa Robinson to do it. Yes, sir. I stand on that. I stand on business and integrity. It's not about the money. And that's what they fail to realize. We're going to all sit at the table and eat when it's all said and done. Striping and painting and Jaguar Legacy, which is my nonprofit. It's for the people who is over the CBA. If we can speak on the outside of this councilman, we need to speak together inside this councilman. As far as the money goes, as far as everything goes, East Coast striping and painting, it has been totally left out. I think I've been more than just a citizen to come in here to be able to get my point across to you guys and to be able to look some of the same people that stand on the integrity in this city and won't speak to me when I'm on the east side of that neighborhood. It's like we're in a game. I want to speak, Mr. Sellers. I had a problem one time and he addressed it, and he sent me to Dr. Ruby. And it's just like, you know, we at war with each other. What we need our East is, before we can even get to the money, the contracts, anything, we need to come together as a unit. No matter what you're doing, you painting, you doing whatever you're doing in the community, we need to be a part of that. And what they're saying, they're not standing on it. And then before I leave here today, I would like to know that East Coast striping and painting can be a part of the historical East Side. I've been crying this out for longer than 9 long months. Gregory Grant has been, I can't even explain how much he has done for East Coast striping and painting, but he cannot give me a check. So what I'm asking the council is not, I'm not trying to be loud or rude or anything. It's for us to come together, from Dr. Jameson to Susan Pickett, to everybody that's saying that they're doing something for East Coast striping and painting. They're not. So that's all I'm asking. We need to come together and find out, you know what I'm saying, how can we sit at the table and make this city thrive? Because it was once thriving before all this here came in. It's the money. We need to sit down and talk and learn each other, love each other, find out what the community wants, not the businesses. You don't see nobody in here, now elder person that's in here that can say they had their house did or remodeled. Matter of fact, my father is one of them that suffered. I was getting work from Little Jacks. $1,000, not even $1,000 to paint my grandmother's house. Not alone to even look in the inside of the house. How you gonna paint the outside? Stop painting the paint. Y'all come out here in the city hall. Y'all come out here in the streets and talk to the community and stop dealing with the people who's over the money. It's all about the money. It's not about the money with me. I don't pay my debts to society, and I want to be a part of this, part of the city with East Coast striping and painting. That's all I ask for. Thank y'all.
Thank you. I will address your concern at the end. I do want to add 2 more minutes on the clock for the last speaker from
Good
afternoon, my name is Randy. Representing Williams Grocery, 1700 East 28th Street. And we're in the far northeast corner of the empowerment zone, if you would. And I'm here to say that I represent a business that's, when you talk about community benefits, we've been benefiting the community for 70 years. And I kind of share Ms. Robinson's concern. I've reached out to several of the people who was spearheading the funds that have been distributed before. And I was told so many different things. Oh, there's no more money for businesses. They're committing $650,000 to a business that hasn't served the community in years. Yet still, we have a business that's been serving the community for 70 years continuously. And I challenge that organization to show anything they've done north of 21st Street. And if it's for the east side, when I grew up, let me give you some history. My mother was born on 28th Street, right down the street from the store, born and raised. My father was born on Island Street, 2 blocks from Florida Avenue, in the 800 block, born and raised. Prominent family there, my mother, prominent family on out 21st. When we left home as children to go visit our respective grandparents, we were always going out east. So there was never any difference in the north end of out east being different than the south end of out east. So my concern is that when these funds are allocated, that they're allocated equitably to all the businesses. No one has, if a coalition is concerned about bettering the neighborhood as a whole, they should reach out to the businesses in the neighborhood to see what they need, to see what they can do to help those businesses help the community. We have a store, we still to our detriment give people credit on just their faith, on just faith. Because we're in a poor neighborhood, we talk about demographics and statistics. Our neighborhood comprises that unemployment rate, helps comprise that unemployment rate. Yet we're not getting any benefits from the community benefits agreements that are out there.
Thank you, sir. Time is up. I hear you're not clear. We all hear you're not clear, and that's actually what we're going to address next. So, would you like to finish your thoughts very quick?
Let's just ensure that if this goes forward, that there are plans put in place to make sure that the structure is equitable within the establishment that you set up to distribute the funds. There has to be some oversight because it's not being done equitably.
Thank you. All right. I don't have any members on the queue, but I do have my thoughts and my concerns on this part, and this is why I want to have Mr. Grant up here to present on the economic development portion of things, because when I toured the east side, my biggest thing was we have to make sure that we provide funding for those businesses in the east side, whether they are part of the JSEP program or not. I want the dollars to be recirculating within the community. And as you heard today, some members feel that they're being left out, even though they live in the community. When I asked the question about how many boards should we create, 2 or 1, even if we have an east side board, we're clearly still having an issue before this board is created that some members of the community are not being able to get these dollars, these funds to do the work. And other entities outside the community are getting these dollars. Some members are not even receiving funding at all, period. So I definitely want to make sure that not only JSEPs, which I think Mr. Grant said there were 15% of the JSEPs within the JSEPs that live in the east side, but other local businesses also benefit from this. So how can we ensure that whether we create an east side board or a master board, that these dollars will stay within the east side? And if so, I would like to see a majority of the dollars stay within the east side. And we're looking at $30 million. Is that going to be 50% of it staying within the east side? Is it 10%? Whatever the case is. I know we're not here to determine that today, but I just want to make sure that we protect the east side at all costs. So can anybody answer that to make me feel better about the direction that we're going to head into, whether it's Darnell or Mr. Smith? Darnell